Hi there, Stampers! Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be making this really beautiful card using a Stampin' Up stencil. Yeah, you heard me right. A Stampin' Up stencil. Bet you didn't know Stampin' Up carried stencils, did you? They do. It's a little known fact. They are in the back of our Decor Elements catalog, part of our Definitely Decorative collection. Today we'll be using the Vintage Ornaments 2 collection to make our beautiful card. Let's get started. Today we'll be using the Shimmer White cardstock. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got shimmer in it, even before you stamp anything. Next, I'll take our Vintage Ornament Stencil. I'm going to lay it right over our Shimmer White panel and the ornament in the center. I'm not using the top part, so that doesn't need to line up. I'll be using two classic ink pads, Certainly Celery and Always Artichoke. I've taken one of Stampin' Up stampin' sponges and just cut it up into sections. I'm going to dip it in the Certainly Celery classic ink, and I'm just going to rub it around the edge of the stencil. I intentionally left the center white. This is going to give it a little depth. I'm going to take the darker of the greens, the Always Artichoke, and I'm just going to do a little hair around the edge. Not too much with that. Just this little edging is going to give it some really good dimension. Next, I'll be taking Stampin' Up Serene Snowflake stamp set and just the small snowflakes, and I'm going to stamp them in the lightest of the greens, which is the Certainly Celery, and you'll see that I'm stamping it multiple times without re-inking it. So there are both darker and lighter snowflakes. Our greeting is from Stampin' Up's Many Merry Messages stamp set. This is a holiday word set. I'll be taking the Season's Greetings, stamping it in the darker of the greens, right in the center of the ornament. It's already awesome. Next, I'll be taking some Stampin' Up Shimmer paint. This is the Champagne Mist. Shake it. I work with this right out of the lid, and I'll be using a Stampin' Up sponge dauber. So what I'm going to do is take just a dab right out of the lid, and I'm going to kind of brush some of it off because I really want this to be light. Then I'm going to take and just rub that right around the edge of the ornament. Just gives it some extra sparkle and shine. Okay, now we can take off the stencil. Oh, it's so beautiful. For our ornament topper, we're actually going to take the designer label punch. My Stamp Club members know I'm famous for showing them Tami's tips, which are little tips that help you along your way. We're going to be layering this on Brush Gold and Basic Black. The Brush Gold panel that will be behind the Shimmer White, I'm going to punch the designer label punch right out of that. So that's one of Tami's tips. When we layer it, you'll never know. And then I'm going to cut off just the tippy top. And that's going to become the top of our ornament. Take just a tiny bit of snail just to hold this in place. We'll take a 1/16 inch hole punch, pop a little hole in there. Then I'm going to take a green circle brad from Stampin' Up's Ice Circle Rhinestone brads and just pop that right in the center. Just a little bling. And the last step is just layering this. Our card base is Always Artichoke, and then we have some Brush Gold and Basic Black just to make it pop right off. And once you've attached your final layer, your card is complete.